comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Fight with all your heart! I'm not gonna lose.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Gets a good read on their opponent. That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whip an attack and then strike without hesitation. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. Takes a trip, gets him. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes hitting down to the wire. Lands a punish counter for the first hit. Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Jump. Side switch in the corner. Gets out of the corner. Player experiencing burnout. Player two will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Sees him coming and shrugs it off with a super armor. Player two needs to hold out and blocks the drive and flatline zone. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Barely blocks the jump in. Pushing through with the Gladius. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. We're near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. That parry may be just the catalyst they need. Taking stock. Inazaki brings out the super art. How's it gonna work? Gets him. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? The jump in is denied. Slides in with a fist to keep the pressure on. Player two will need to play it conservative until their drive reflects, experiencing burnout. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean, untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect.
Now you know history.
That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Put one in the pocket. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Starts off zoning with Fireball. Super Meter is looking bare right now. Will they try to hang back to stock up or continue fighting? Gaining some meter would open up the opportunity to deal huge damage, but that's easier said than done. Starts with a jump in. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Heats it up with a combo into super. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize KO? Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? A brave forward jump there to start. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so sends a bar on the Kikocho. Player brushes that off and keeps going. Player two can't use any drive moves without burning out. Still slugging it out at this range. Going in. A super art? That's not gonna hit. KO. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Goes with a projectile for their opening shot. Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. What did they think here? Absorbs the attack and fires back. The drive parry was successful. Grabs him. Well-timed corner switch. The attack is parried. Takes a trip. Player two is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Feeling out the spacing. Taking stock. That's one huge life lead. Is this going where we think it is? Anything could happen here. Did well to get the buff in there. KO. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
A brave forward jump there to start. How will they take advantage of the system with a stop and pop? Experiencing burnout. Jumps. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Player one in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Rattles them with a spinning hurt. Player two will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Their spacing is so on point right now. But plot twist. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Crowns them from above. Sets up with the jump in. What's next? This is gonna hurt. Player two can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it.
Round. Fight.
They are letting it fly from the get-go. Checking with the fireball. How will they react? Player two won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player one connects with the throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Shrugs that off. Okay, here we go. Reads the jump in perfectly. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Who will set the bait at this range? Player one has the super gauge advantage. the overhead coming. What's next? Somehow manages to block the jump in. Throws him. Oh, here we go. Nothing stops this train. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? Only a little bit of drive and life left. Time to make them famous. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Who's gonna make a move? Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Player 1 chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Well-timed corner switch. Coming through. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Feeling out the spacing. Parries the projectile. Trying to read each other here? Time's the only thing moving here. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Knockdown. Only 20 more seconds. What's it gonna be? Life lead opens up. Not much time left in this round. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Feeling out the spacing. There's only 10 seconds left. This is the final push. Trying to read each other here? Big gap between the fighters are out of time. It happens though when the fighters are evenly matched. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Immediate jump, brushes that off and keeps going. Jump, fires off the Shinku Hadouken. The super doesn't hit. Gets the bar on the Kitosho. Now, can they finish the job? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Going in? Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. We have a super art on deck. Expect to see... Oh, what's this? They can't squander this punish counter chance. Looks like they both want to stay out of the corner. Oh my god, they just choked it up! Quick breather. This is gonna hurt. This could lead to some big damage. Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Burns out. All the throws connects. Getting up close and personal. They back down to regroup. Raw super art incoming. Rattling it in the flatline zone. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Getting cold feet?
a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Ready?
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Decent damage. What's next? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? Are they going to fill up their super meter for a small advantage or concentrate on the offensive? Gaining some meter would open up the opportunity to deal huge damage, but that's easier said than done. And a super activation, looking to score some juicy damage. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very bad choice there. Can't tech the throw? Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Where is their opening? Goes for the super art? A quick breather. Player 2 drops them to half, closing the gap. Each hit is so important here. Blocks the impact. Player 1 can't use any more drive without burning out. Love tap to close it. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Zones with the fireball. Blast them. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Mistimed the perfect parry, but is still safe. Medium kick hits. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 can't use any. Sends the bar on a Kikosho. Knockdown and player 1 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side flip. Grabs and throws them away. Both fighters planning something? Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Sandblast! Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Ooh, what a smart throw! Just goes for it at this range. Player 2 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Zones with the fireball. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. Forward rush. Drive rush to keep it going. Gotta be drive rush. KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Jumps. Grabs him. How's this? Opts for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. Parries the jump in to shut it down. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Knockdown. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Sticks the jump in. Taking stock. Player 1 chases them down. Grabs them. Takes a trip. One shot is all both fighters need to close this out. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they, with this super art connect? Pops for the level 1 Vulcan Blast. That was a well-placed projectile. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. Spinning bird kick. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Shoots off a fireball up close. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Big throws. What'll happen here? Player 1 holding onto that corner ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Level 3 super. spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Player a super art. Opts for the level 1 Vulcan Blast. Burnout activates. Player 1. Oh, yo, Ross, over here. What now? Player 2 is mounting a comeback. What else is up there, Slick? Closes it out. Player 2 faced the giant and walked away unscathed. What a win! It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Sand Blast. Projectile to try and change the situation. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Sticks the jump in. Takes a trip. Player 1 chases them down. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistake. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Sand Blast. Can't tech the throw. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Checks with a medium kick. Medium kick hit. What'll happen here? Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Good distance for a shot. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Grabs and throws them away. Knockdown and experiencing burnout. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Player 2 is barely hanging in there. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 1 is dominating this match. One chance here may end this match. Pokes with a medium kick. Sand Blast. Zones with the fireball. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Player 2 has a full... Wow, that throw did some juicy damage. What were they thinking? Good decision with that throw. Okay, yo, critical art now. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. What a finish! Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Zones with the fireball. Nails the anti-air. Who's gonna make a move? Player 2 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Uncomfortable space here. Can they put each other on the edge? Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Was that a good decision? The pace is slowed considerably. Who will make the first move? Knockdown. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. This is a real back and forth match for them. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Takes a trip. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Player 1 chases them down. Very critical point of the match with full drive gauge available. Neither fighter can land the deciding hit. Overdrive art? Okay, a super art? That's not gonna hit. Player 1 can't use any more drive without burning out. KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Projectile to try and change the situation. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Can't tech the throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Good awareness on the crossing. Grabs and throws them away. Both fighters. Burnout activates. A super art. Player, the super doesn't hit. Breaks the block with a throw. Both life and super art gauges are not looking good. Time to grind it out. Sees the overhead coming. Oh, the throw connects. Okay, here we go. Life lead is there, but still passes. What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one.
Spinning bird kick!
Shows the medium kick.
Bird kick!
Reads the throw and escapes.
Spinning bird kick!
Uses the target combo as a filler. Both players brushes that off and keeps going. All in with a rock. Player one sends a bar on a Kikosho. Okay, here we go. Throws him. That throw will do some good damage. Player one with a lead. Will they go for offense or defense? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Player two has the super gauge advantage. Both sides getting ready. Betting it all on the drive rush. Player one can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Nothing stops this train. Player one with the rhythm, owning that space. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Checks with a sandblast. Fires a blast. Parry the fireball. Big parry. What are they gonna do? Give me a block, super art incoming. Okay, here we go. Checking with the fireball. How will they react? Sees the overhead coming. Medium kick. Connects with the throw. What's next? Oh my God, block super. What were they thinking? I can't believe it. Who are they swinging at? Are you kidding me? Player two clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Sandblast. That feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business. Player one is in burnout. Drives off the table. Can they outlast it? Player one has used up all of their drive gauge. That overhead was a bit obvious. Next up, brushes off the throw. Slips the grab. That tech's what you get when both sides go in on the throw. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Spinning gets him. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. From up above. Rattles them with a spinning. It's a good spot to use the super. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. At least one of them is having a good time in that corner. Sandblast. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Drive time. Doing some quick planning? Spinning third kick. Player one will look in there. Player one took no time to finish that fight.